turning for home, and it's Wise Child by a head, and Nuzzler moving up on the inside, and from far back, here comes... Son, get him up there! Now! Come on, get him up there! The order of finish now appears on the totalizator board. Please hold on.
One more jump and we'd have had it.
Well, that's the way it goes. When the horse is out in front, the race is too long. Coming up from behind, the race is just too short.
You stop being such a good sport. I had a bundle riding on that nag.
Oh, I know, Vance. But I'm sorry. You know, but I never could understand why a man would gamble a fortune on a horse instead of on himself.
Well, for one thing, I can't run so fast.
You know what I mean. That lawyer friend of yours that introduced us last night, he said that you gambled every cent you had entering the desert into an oil field. Now, you bet on yourself and won.
Well, it's my last night in Frisco, and I can't get even looking for any oil wells.
You're the visiting fireman, and you have a perfect right to choose your fun. Can you hold your own at poker?
Never had no complaints. Why? You know where there's a game?
You ever hear of a man named Dante?
Willie Dantes? Sure. Vegas, New Orleans. But I thought he quit gambling and opened a restaurant here in town.
Well, that's what he'd like the police to think, too.
Friend of yours, huh?
Mm-hmm.
In the 8th race, number 3, Parasol.
Ah,
3 pounds
good enough.
over, total weight being 100.
One thing you can be sure of, if Danny's running the game, it's on the left.
Wild chase.
Hey, what do you say we stop by his place, say hello, have dinner, and tell him I'm going to play tonight?
The horses are now on the track for the running of the 8th race.
Sit right still, Sugar. I'm going to get us a winner.
Reservations are piling up. If you'll need a relief, you better call one right now.
Well, as long as the fleet's in instead of the cocktail crowd, I'm all right. Uh-oh, Stella stalks again. I thought she said that if Willie didn't marry her, she was through with him forever.
Well, some women change their age and their forevers every 6 months. Better call Willie and tell him she's here.
Willie, how are you fixed for old flames?
Oh, thank you, Stu.
A rub Roy over the rocks with a twist of lemon.
Nice to be remembered in such detail.
I'm just trying not to be replaced by an electronic brain.
Well, little girl lost.
Oh, well, lost or stolen, it's good to see you again. Well, please, sit down.
Thank you.
Oh, Stu, I'm expecting someone, a Mr. Vance Mitchell.
Very well.
I wouldn't be holding hands with the new or promised Mrs. Mitchell, would I?
Oh, if I thought you were jealous, I'd just let you believe that. No, Vance is just a client. At least I hope he will be.
By client, you mean business?
Yep. When you scorned me, I threw all my fury into public relations work. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, the hours have been long and the rewards very lean. Up until now.
And then to Mr. Mitchell.
Could be. I asked him to meet me here about 8, but I came a little bit early. I wanted to ask a favor.
You want me to tell him that you're a bright girl? You are.
Bless you, but I'd like just a little bit more.
For instance?
Well, I told him... Oh, I'm afraid I told him a little white lie.
Oh?
I said that I was handling all the publicity for your club.
That's a little gray lie, Stella. What else did you tell him?
I'm having a party for him up at my place later on this evening, and I said that you'd be there.
Stella, you're trying to make a shell out of me, and I don't think I like it.
Oh, Willie, you can call the guy up tomorrow and show me up if you like, but please don't make me look like a fool tonight.
Stella! Honey! Am I late or you too early?
Oh, Vance, I'd like you to meet Willie Dante. This is Vance Mitchell.
Hi, Daddy.
Mr. Mitchell, sit down, please.
Thanks. Double berth. Wow, quite a setup you got here, Daddy.
How do you mean setup?
Well, Vance appreciates class. That's why I appreciate him. Actually, that little party that I had in mind, it should start early, so I think we ought to have a fast bite here and get on our merry way.
Good idea. How about you, Danny? Why don't you join us, and then we can all go to the party later.
No, I'm afraid I can't make it tonight.
Oh? How come?
Well, Willie's very serious about his restaurant business. You know how that is.
Yeah, sure. I was kind of hoping you'd be there.
Well, thank you. If I can, I'll make it later, but even if I don't, I assure you that Stella's parties do fine with or without me.
Well, your say-so's good enough for me.
Well, I'll go get you a table for dinner.
My last night in town, I don't suppose you'd wish me luck, though, huh?
Why not?
Well, I'm all the luck he needs. Right, Willie?
Well, he's big enough to find that out for himself. I'll see you both before you leave.
That party of 16 will probably be very noisy. Shall I put them in the back?
It's a birthday party, not a hanging. Put them next to the dance floor.
Danny.
Hello, Mitchell. You're about an hour ahead of us.
Yeah, look, I want talk, not booze. And not double talk, either.
Well, all right. Sit down. Have some coffee.
No thanks.
I thought you were leaving town today.
I was. But your boys took such a bite out of me last night, I figured I'd stick around another day and try to get even.
Brief me on the ground rules, Mitchell. What are we talking about?
Look, I'm trying to be careful for your sake and mine. Now, I've been trying to get a hold of Stella to find out where the game is tonight, but she's been out all day.
What game?
The card game. Come on, Dandy. Are you going to talk straight or not? Make up your mind.
I don't know anything about any game, yours, mine, or anyone's.
Don't get cute, Dandy. Your boys clipped me for $7 grand in cash last night.
Now, look, Mitchell, I don't have any boys. I don't have any game. Now, apparently you've been had, but not by me. So, why don't you get out of here?
Why, you crummy.
Okay, that one was on the house. The next one's on you.
Look, Dandy, you're not as big as your reputation. You have dames hustling for you, stooges to do your fighting, and I'm not so sure you didn't cheat me in the bargain.
Oh, wait a minute. You played cards last night. Straight or crooked, you lost. Now, why come crying on my shoulder?
Because I don't play cards with just anybody I meet on a street corner. When Stella told me that you were running this game, I at least thought I'd get a fair shake.
Stella told you that I was running a game?
Oh, come on. What do you think I was doing here last night? All this double talk about a party. Some party, huh? And I was the sucker of honor, wasn't I? Look, Dandy, I don't mind losing money in a card game that's on the level, but I can smell this one from here to last night. Now, either I get my $7 grand in cash, or I'm going to call the cops and tell them to ask you for it.
Stu, go on up in the office and get all the cash we have in the safe.
Willie, you're not serious.
I'm not going to buy him off. We're going to bait a trap, and he's our cheese.
I'm interested in my problems, not yours.
Well, right now, they're one and the same. To find out where that game is tonight, we need Stella. And to attract Stella, you need loot. This time, we're going to use mine.
All I want is my dough.
Biff, call all the old numbers we have on Stella. If she's not there, find out where she is.
What'll I tell her?
Make it sound like love.
Hey, you're leveling with me, aren't you? You don't know about that game.
You better believe it. Now, let's sit down and have some coffee. When I find Stella, I'm going to try to romance her into coming over here tonight.
Willie, you're sure you know what you're doing?
I hope so.
That's an awful lot of loot. You're just going to let me walk out here with it?
I'm not worried. We'll call you at your hotel.
Hey, Willie, here's Stella. She's at a beauty parlor.
Stella? Well, you shouldn't be too surprised the way you looked last night. Well, what I had in mind was tonight. Oh, well, can't you break it for old time's sake? Yeah. We could have an early drink at the club and then discuss future plans from there. Good. Where do I pick you up? Yeah. Russian Hill Drive. You got a date. Oh, by the way, how did your business work out with that fellow, what was his name? Mitchell? Well, Better luck next time. See you tonight. I'm picking her up at 7:30.
I'll be here at 7.
Right.
Say, Dandy, do you carry a gun?
Why?
This fella Stacy has a mug that does. Hey, Stella! Hey, it's about time. I've been trying to get a hold of you all day.
Oh, well, I didn't know. You said you were leaving this morning.
No, I couldn't afford to after last night. Hey, Stewie, you take care of my bot there, will you, partner? Well, I stopped by the hotel and cashed a check. Now I'm all ready for the little party tonight.
What party?
Oh, it's just some joke that he took seriously. Vance, there's no party tonight.
Well, then let's fix it with the big man here. How about it, Pally? I feel lucky.
Look, pal, whatever party I had in mind didn't include you.
Oh, I get it. Just you two, huh? Well, remember, business before pleasure.
I'm sure whatever business you had with Stella can wait until morning.
No, not this business. But remember, hot or cold, I gotta leave town tomorrow.
Oh, Willie, I think this will just take a minute. Why don't you find that table and have a Rob Roy waiting for me, please?
Okay.
Well, she's taken the bait. Now, if you'll just play out a little line.
Yeah, he's holding up better than I thought he would, and she's too panicky to notice any slips.
Well, brace yourself. Here she comes. I can almost hear the wheels clicking in her head.
Willie. Willie, I just don't know how to ask you this, but...
Now, don't tell me that he's dangling a business deal to get you away from me. If he is, the answer is, yes, I am sore.
Oh, Willie, please try to understand. You know, you're really my favorite fun, but a girl has to be able to buy her own groceries. And his account means money to me, and frankly, I do need it.
Well, how long?
Oh, I'd say a couple of hours. I'll call you back here as soon as I can break away.
Well, all right.
Oh, I adore you.
Yes?
I want in. Tell your boss I'm Willie Dandy.
Just a minute. Come in.
Stacy, I didn't...
Never mind, honey. I notice your friend here doesn't seem so surprised. How do you do, Dandy? I'm Stacy Munford.
Stacy? Nice setup you got here. Or, should we say I've got here?
Say anything you like, if it makes you feel any better.
All the trimmings, huh?
Well, we wouldn't want anybody to think you weren't first class.
Sam? Thought you were working the tubs to Europe.
A man gets around.
And Petey, how's your ulcer?
Only hurts when I eat.
Oscar?
Willie?
Like old times, huh, Fogarty? Thought you'd retired.
Why make a fuss, Willie? Your friend got 5 straight cards every hand. He just lost.
You don't believe that, do you?
Sure. These guys didn't cheat you. Not because they couldn't. They didn't have to. Congratulate yourself, Mitchell. You were beaten by the very best.
I'll say thanks for the boys, Dante. Now, what's on your mind?
Okay, if I have to say it. It's closing time, Stacy. Give my friend back his $7,000 and take my name off your junk, including her.
Stacy! Don't let him
Take
see.
it easy, honey. I'll talk nice, Dandy, because I don't have to listen to any more than I want to. Suppose I tell you to take a flying jump for yourself. Then what?
Then I'll have to do it the hard way. I could have called the cops before I walked in here, you know.
Now, why would you want to do a thing like that? Especially when we'd have to tell them we were working for you.
Uh-huh.
They'd want to believe it. And the papers, they just love it, even if they didn't believe it. Very bad for business. Especially the restaurant business.
What's the matter, big man? Your bluff get called?
When you're through with her, Stacy, kick her in the teeth. If you just say goodbye, she'll never let go.
Stacy!
Sticks and stones, Stella. Now be a good sport, huh? You and him already cost us a night's work. But just to show there's no hard feelings, I'll write it off.
As long as you're cashing in on my name, there's going to be hard feelings, Stacy.
Oh, don't worry about it, fella. I'm getting known around. Pretty soon the pigeons will be coming because it's Munford's game and nobody else's.
That right?
Stacy's got the makings, Willie. In the old days, you'd have thought so yourself.
Okay, you're wasting my time, Danny. I'll see you around.
Your time's cheap tonight. You just said so yourself. Give me the cash. There's a little under 12,000 here. That should cover your expenses, if you win it.
You're kidding. You want to play here?
Why not? I hear Willie Danny runs an honest game.
That's good.
Don't trust him.
Stay out of this. Sure. Go ahead, sit down.
We all know the boys are playing with your money. You mean you're just going to sit here and watch?
Pick up your drinks, boys. Take the night off.
Might watch a round or two if you don't mind.
Name your game, as long as there's no limit.
Draw, open on anything. Open 500.
500. And 1,000.
They're not that good.
You scare easy, don't you? Your deal.
Start looking for work, boys. Willie's playing him like a trout.
All diamonds.
Let's make it 3,000.
Let's make it 5. One.
Dealer takes 1.
Sorry. You opened.
$10,000 to you.
Is that all you got?
All right, let's cut the wisecracks. Call the bet.
I wasn't thinking about calling. Here's, your 10. And, up 10,000.
You drew 1, huh?
You dealt.
Well, I guess you figured it'd be too cheap pair.
Man.
What? What did he have? What did he have?
Just that ace he let you see, nothing else.
If you wanted to look, you should have paid.
Oh, you...
Tommy! Awful lot of witnesses, Tommy.
You should have enough left to pay off the boys and car fare to wherever you're going. Stully, your man's bleeding. Aren't you going to cheer him up? Don't say I never did anything for you. Let's go.
Well, you're just gonna let him walk out of here with all that dough?
He won it, didn't he? See you around, Willie.
Took one card and raced, huh, Willie?
Mm-hmm. If he'd called and lost, he'd have been broke. I knew he was thinking about that when I made my play.
Boy, I'd like to have been there to see that. He didn't try any hanky-panky with the cards, did he?
He gave me more credit than that. Besides, some of the best dealers in the country were there. And after we started, he knew they weren't all on his side. Comes to about 80,000.
And that does not include the 7,000 that you returned to Mitchell. I would like to point out to you that our profits from the club last night came to about $650. Compare that with the 80,000 that you won with your undeniable skill at poker. Willie, are you still sure that we're in the right business?
No. But this is where we're going to stay.
Mitchell wasn't the only one rooked by Stacy in his operation. A lot of suckers lost their shirts with him before tonight.
Well, that'll teach him not to gamble.